It's 8:36. My name is Bob Schmidt. It's BS with Bob. My buddy Bruce Hopman. He's the middle child. He's got a complex, kind of. Bruce, good morning. Thanks for being on the radio with me this morning.
Hey, Bob. It's called middle child syndrome. Okay,
Well,
it's real. It's real.
Listen. You guys, there's people have something to complain about all the time. Being a middle child is not anything worth complaining about. The middle child is the one that's the most. I'm the oldest in my family. The middle child's the most loved.
This is exactly what a person who's not a middle child.
You don't
what I expect you to say.
You don't even know. See, you come in with the tears rolling down your eyes, like, Mom, the older brother picked on me. Mom, I said a little bit, whatever.
Hey, Bob. Here's the answer is simple. I started the International Middle Child Union to deal with a lot of these issues. If you've got a problem with being a firstborn, start your own union. You know what I'm saying? There's room for all of us. I don't see why. I'm sure firstborns have particular issues, and I think.
Well, yeah, we do. We've got our younger siblings stepping on our feet, trying to make things right.
I think you should start a firstborn union. We'll work together. It'll be great.
I don't know. I don't know if I could work with somebody that's younger than me. Actually, I'm calling my little brother right now, who is the middle child.
Now, how many are there? You're the oldest.
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
Then there's your brother, and then just one younger.
Yeah, I don't even. This is not even going to work, is it? See, I don't even know how to use our phones. We have such weird phones here.
Well, he's probably not going to answer anyway.
He probably won't. I emailed him, told him I was going to call him.
What's his name?
His name is Frank.
All right.
And my mom listens to the show too, by the way. And she's going to agree. She probably thinks that the youngest child is the favorite child.
Hello, you reached the voicemail box of Frank. Right.
Yeah, so there's his voicemail. We'll just leave him a message, okay?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I turned it down because I'm sure that he gave his telephone number in there.
Record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang
up. Blah blah blah. See, he's too important. He's too important to even answer the phone, Bruce. All right, so you want to leave a message? Go ahead, leave a message.
Hey, Frank. It's Bruce Hopman calling, the head of the International Middle Child Union. Middle Child's Day is coming up on August 12th. Your brother said I should get in touch with you. I got to find out first if you're a member of the union, and we should talk about what your plans are for Middle Child's Day, because I'm sure you got a lot going on there. I don't know if there's a big parade going on LaCrosse or anything.
No, he lives up in the Twin Cities. He lives up in Minneapolis.
Oh, Minneapolis. Well, maybe there is a parade going on up there.
There's always some sort of a parade up in Minneapolis, I think.
Get in touch with the union, Frank.
How does he go about getting a hold of you, Bruce?
Go to the blog, smackthatblog.com, or send me an email at midkidmusings@gmail.com. Oh, crap. I hope I didn't just open a whole can of worms.
Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody.
Okay.
I just hung
of course
up.
they don't.
I just hung up on my brother. Anyway, so why is Middle Child's Day not in the middle of the year? That's what I'd like to know.
I didn't create Middle Child's Day. If I did create Middle Child's Day...
You're just cashing in on it. You're just trying to make some money off it.
Oh, yeah. We're raking it in here. If I did create it, that's when I would have made it. I would have, the exact middle day of the year.
Okay, Bruce, Smarty Pants. Hey, when is the exact middle of the year?
I did know that day because I was talking about it. Was it sometime in...
I have no idea. You can't ask me because I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm the oldest child. First day of the year for me is January 1st. I don't care about any other middle of the year, middle blah, blah, BS. I don't care.
I gotta know the answer to that one, because that's when it would make sense. Middle of the year, or make it like the middle of like they do with Father's Day. It's the third Sunday or the first.
It's a day that's forgotten often is Father's Day.
Oh, Father's Day everybody remembers. Are you kidding me?
No, Mother's Day is the day. July 2nd, by the way, is the middle of the year at noon.
That's right.
Exact time of the middle of the year is at noon.
And it'd be around 4th of July when people are celebrating stuff. Instead, they make it August 12th. It's like a different day every year.
See, because you know why? Because nobody cares.
Look, I'm well aware that nobody cares. That's the charge of the International Middle Child Union, to raise awareness for Middle Child's Day. That's where we start. You know what we're doing this year? We've got minor league baseball teams all across the country holding Middle Child Appreciation Nights on August 12th. There's going to be I'm telling you, we're on our way to this becoming like an officially recognized holiday. I was at Target yesterday looking for some cards.
Yeah.
And shockingly, no Middle Child's Day.
Yeah, there's no Oldest Child Day either. There's no Kids Day. Bruce, you got to step back and just relax, man. Don't get all worked up over it, though.
I'm not going to keep repeating myself on this. If you want there to be an Oldest Child's Day, I'm not going to stand in your way at all. I think I think we all deserve our own special day. So
you know what it is? It's a birthday. It's your
bull by the horn,
Listen,
Bob.
your birthday is your special day.
Yeah, that's if people remember that. That's it's like it's easier to remember things like Christmas and New Year's and Father's Day. But birthdays, there are so many days you have to remember. So how do you remember everybody's birthday? I can't even remember the birthdays of people in my family.
Oh my goodness! Then you know what? You need to write it down on a calendar.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Grab a calendar and write it down on a calendar. It's that easy.
First of all, what is this? 1960? Who writes things on a calendar?
This is 2014, Bruce. 2014.
Who writes things on a calendar?
People write things down. Now let me ask you
this.
this.
You have a pencil sharpener, Bob? Do you still have a pencil sharpener?
Actually, I have one in my office at home. Yeah, my kids will use it, and they'll go in there and they'll sharpen their pencils and they'll get pencil dust all over the place on my stuff. And it drives me crazy.
Calculators in the Schmidt house.
Well, yeah, we actually have an abacus at our house.
This is great. Oh boy.
Listen, it's all about moving forward with life. And as the middle child, you have to do that. Here's the thing about a middle child. Listen. As a middle child, if there's 3 kids in a family, the middle child is obvious. It's number 2.
Right.
And number 2 is stuff that you step in and squishes between your toes. It's not good. But let's say you have 4 kids in a family. Who's the middle child?
Well, here's the thing. One is the first, and whatever the last 6 is the last. 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all in the middle.
They're not middle. They're not all middle children.
Whoa. Listen, hear me
out.
No,
no.
Come on. You go to the blog, smackthatblog.com. There is a post there about this. It's about the range of middle childness. Yes, there was the smack dab middle child.
Well, that is the middle child because the family that lived in the house next door to where I live right now, they had 14 children. Okay.
Ooh, can't even count that. I can't even.
I know you have a hard time counting past 10. But they had 14. Who's the middle child? Number 2 through 13? No.
Well, okay, they are all varying degrees of it, but the one that's the smack dab middle child. Then there are the fringe ones. It's a range of middle child. Look, here's the thing about what you have to. Here's why you need to open your thinking. Bob.
No, wait. Let me.
There's time. Yeah.
It's my show. Here, hang on a second.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, you got a one person and a 1 kid family. No middle children there, right? You got a 2-kid family. No middle children there.
Well,
so maybe so that way you don't have something to complain about. Maybe we should just stop at 2 kids.
Okay. Well, that's what's happening in the world. By the way, this was another disturbing post at the blog. Family size is shrinking, and it's getting below 3. Now, I know I'm not good with math, but you do need to have at least 3 to have a middle child. We are getting to the point where middle children could be extinct. This is also another concern of the Middle Child Union. We've got to get people to have more kids because, the end of middle child. There are people out there who are concerned that certain insects are going to be extinct. Nobody seems to be concerned that middle children may be extinct one day.
That's because nobody cares.
Yeah, I know. You've said it like 100 times. That's what we're up against here, Bob.
I know, but I mean, do you have the youngest child day? Is there a union for youngest children?
They should speak to your younger brother and let him form one.
I get along with my siblings. My brothers and I were going to be hanging out next week. I will bring this up to them, and we will talk.
I get along with my siblings.
How many kids in your family?
I've got what I consider the worst situation for a middle child. There are 3 of us, so I'm a pure smack dab middle child.
Right.
I have an older brother. And then I have a younger sister. So here's the way I perceive what went down.
Oh,
my parents had their son. They had their firstborn son. They were wonderful. He was the king. That's great.
Right.
They wanted to have another kid.
That's the way it should be. We should always the firstborn king. There you go.
All right.
And conversation is done. Thank you.
They wanted to have another child. Obviously, it's only human nature. They wanted a girl. I mean, who right? You had a boy. Now you want your girl.
Yeah.
Well, what happened? They had me. So it's like crap. Now we have to have another child. And then they had a girl. And then they stopped having children. So it wasn't like, oh, we want to have a lot of children. It's like, no, we want a boy and we want a girl, and we'll just go till we get a girl. So boy, girl, that's bad. Girl, boy, that's bad. That's like the worst it can be.
Girl, boy.
Boy, or boy, girl. Because you're a repeat middle child. You're the one that was the one they already had. They wanted something different.
You could just be the second coming. You could be the... it's the way you spin it, Bruce.
You're redundant from the beginning. I told you this on my birth announcement. My brother got top billing on my birth announcement.
He should. He was the older brother.
It said, my parents are proud to announce the arrival of Michael David's brother, and then underneath it was like Bruce. So it wasn't like something they were really looking for.
And you probably got this going against you too. Is they probably remember They Call Me Bruce, the movie. So I mean, you've got that going against you. I mean, your life is just miserable. You might as well just check out. You should change your name. Just disregard your family. Just start off on your own.
I'm having too much fun, Bob.
I can tell you're having a blast doing this. I'm bringing everybody down, talking about your trials and tribulations of being the middle child. It's a horrible thing.
Here's the thing: everybody's felt like a middle child at some point in their life. If did somebody ever forget your name? Well, yeah, obviously, people forget your name. People
Dude, all the time. My wife calls me by the wrong name half the time.
Yeah, if you've ever been left out, left behind, left alone, you felt like a middle child. So it's not just a matter of birth order; it's a state of mind also. So you could be an only child. You could feel like a middle child sometimes. You could be a firstborn and feel like a middle child sometimes.
So when I was the last person picked on kickball or something, that's the middle child syndrome.
No, you could not have been the last person picked on kickball because I was the last person picked on kickball. So.
No, it'd been like we'll take Bruce, and the last person would be like, oh man, we got that Bob.
Yeah,
no.
So you see, now this is what I'm talking about. You know what it's like to feel like a middle child.
That's not the middle child. That is not. That's just being the fat kid. I know what it's like to be the fat kid. I don't know what it's like to be the middle child. It's one of those things. Are you is your job? Are you a comedian? Is that your job?
Why, you think I'm funny?
Well, no, but I'm just wondering. I mean, how can you try to make money doing this? Obviously, you're not. You're not convincing me at all, Bruce.
I'm trying to make the world a better place, Bob.
How are you trying by bringing out the point that you're different than everybody else because you're the middle child?
But I'm not different. There are millions of us, Bob. You're making it now like I'm the only.
You're the only middle child that I've ever known that has brought this up. My middle child brother,
you know what?
he's happy with who he is.
It's a trail, but somebody's got to step up. You can't. You don't want to suffer in silence forever. Somebody's got to stand up for the silent asses. This is our time. But you know what I say? You're the one trying to bring everyone down. Middle Child's Day is supposed to be a day of celebration, and here you are throwing a wet blanket on it, making it like it's some terrible thing. Because why? Because you don't have one. See, this is that firstborn selfishness, Bob. You don't want the middle child to have something that you don't have. Maybe I'm onto something here?
I don't know.
Yeah,
there's probably somebody listening.
Mom, Bruce is getting some attention. When the middle child gets some attention, then all of a sudden, everybody, the firstborn and the last one, get a little nervous. Ooh, we got to do something here. So they band together. Oh, he's crazy. He has middle child syndrome. Don't listen to him, Mom. I see what's going on here, Bob. I'm on to you, buddy. Get me Frank's number again. I'm calling Frank. Mrs. Schmidt, are you still listening? Do you hear what Bobby's doing?
Wow, you called me Bob. That's it. Those are fighting words, Bruce. Only person that calls me Bobby is my mom.
Well, that's why I was talking to your mom.
I know, but she knows me as Bob. Other people can call me Bob in front of mom.
Okay, all right. Well, he's picking on the middle child again, Mrs. Schmidt.
Middle Child Day. Middle Child Day, August the 12th. If I ever find a card, Bruce, I will send you a card, okay?
Oh, well, that's funny you bring up the card. Go to smack.blog.com. There will be Middle Child's Day cards.
Wait, there's not yet?
There were last year.
There's not yet. It's the 18th of July right now. And Middle Child Day is August 12th. And the way that the post office is now, I can't mail out of LaCrosse. It goes to LaCrosse, up to the Twin Cities, and off from there to, like, Timbuktu, back to LaCrosse, over to the, it doesn't go from here to there anymore. It goes from here to there to there to there to there and over to there.
They'll be up at the blog shortly, and I'll make sure to let you know. You could also find out on Twitter at MidKidMusings. I'll also make them available, but I will make sure that you get a special delivery of these cards because I want you to have them all.
I want to send my brother a card. Happy Middle Child's Day.
You'll be able to.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I guess if you bang a drum loud enough, somebody will pick up the beat.
You did.
Apparently I did. I was looking to fill time. Apparently, is this time done yet? Are we finished?
You know what? Middle children, we don't get any attention. We'll take negative attention. We'll take any attention.
Oh, my goodness. Bruce Hopman joining me this morning. Union boss, International Middle Child Union, founding member. You're a father, right? Are you a dad?
I have, guess how many kids, Bob?
One.
Yep, 3. No,
You have 3 kids?
Yeah.
So you have a middle child?
I have a middle child.
Now, is a middle child your favorite child?
I don't have, Bob.
Don't tell me you don't have a favorite child, because every parent has a favorite child. They may not say it out loud, but in the back of their head, they've got that child that they think about.
They're each my favorite.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, whatever.
But She's the only girl, so it's boy, girl, boy. So she's
so even though you're the bad child, you're like you had a boy, big brother, and then they stopped at the girl. You thought, okay, I had a boy, I have a girl now. No, listen here for a second, Bruce. You had a boy, then you had a girl, and then you thought, okay, gosh, I really want another boy, so you had another boy, or were you trying for another girl?
We had the boy, we had the girl, so it didn't matter what the third one was.
Oh my goodness!
That one can feel like, hey, see that they wanted me. Because they had a boy, they had a girl. They weren't trying for one or the other. You see, you got it all backwards, Bob.
Or maybe third is oops.
Yeah.
Maybe they're all oops. Is what you're gonna say.
Right now, I'm glad my son doesn't live in LaCrosse. So he can't hear this.
Hey, podcasting is available, Bruce, anytime that you want. Today'sTalk1490.com. You make sure you listen to this. You save this on your website.
I'll have to do some creative editing.
You will. Worry. Hey, the whole thing will be editing. You just introduce you and then check out my blog and we'll be done.
What I do is you send me the MP3 and I edit out all the parts with you. I just like to hear myself.
Hey, Bruce, what's your website again?
It's smackdabblog.com. We're on Facebook, the SmackDab page. We're everywhere we could possibly be.
You're everywhere.
I'll be on a corner in LaCrosse later this afternoon.
You're everywhere where a middle child would want to be. All right, Bruce Hopman. Happy Middle Child's Day coming up on the 12th of August. 8:52 the time. My name is Bob Schmidt. It's BS with Bob on Today's Talk 1490.